Hello. I guess I'll be streaming Mario Maker 2 after all. Bit late to the party. Or whatever. And I'm not gonna do the thing people probably want out of Mario Maker streams, which is just me doing whatever levels they tell me to do. I have my own reasons for that, but whatever. So I'll just look at some of my levels, look at some levels that I like, and you know, mess around. What's this random sample level on the title screen? It's weird. I think in the first Mario Maker you were able to access the different sample levels from like Core Spot or whatever, but not in this one. So the only way to play these is to play them on the title screen, or rather have them on the title screen. But anyway, hello! What should I do first? Play my levels? Play some levels by other people? I don't know. There's Xandra. She played my level. That's cool. I guess I'll start by looking at some of my levels. This is the one that was breakout popular. The other ones are... some of them are doing okay, some of them not so much. Hello. I think my first level probably isn't very good. But I haven't like looked at it in a bit, so... Retrospective look at my first level that I made in this game. Hello. Wait, I think I already said hello. So, like... it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do with my first level. And I think I just wanted to make something with rainbows and the chill music. Like, I guess there's a theme here of like, it's overwhelming but try not to like panic. It's alright. It's nothing special. That's a reset door. Probably my favorite little touch in that level is that it goes from the rainy nighttime airship theme to a place full of rainbows. See, it's like thematic consistency and stuff. This is my popular level, which I guess I'll play. This level, I have something to confess about. Hello everyone also. Here's a one-up, says that person, and that's true. I like this little house here that I made. The thing I have to confess about this level is that I didn't realize that 3D World had doors in it, so I have wart boxes, and those are like consumable. So, whoops. Though I guess wart boxes might work better for this level, just by virtue of letting you drive into them. Because you can't drive through a door. That's just silly. It's kind of fun to play through my levels and see all the comments people made on them too. Whoops. Well, there's another thing with this level. If you fall out of the car, the music stops. I sort of designed this with, like, you probably have to take 2 laps in mind, but it's possible to do it in 1, evidently. I have not done that myself. Oops, I fell down here again. When I was making it, I tried to figure out some way to let you get back up through there. But that didn't happen. Anyway, we cleared it inelegantly, but that's fine. Maybe I'll make another car level sometime. The Super Koopa car is pretty fun to mess with. I'm glad this level is fun. People seem to agree. It might be a little bit chaotic, but I tend towards that with level design. Someone said Bob Dole. I don't know why. This level, I like how it looks visually, but I think it's too chaotic. Mechanically. This level is alright. This level, people figured out how to cheese it. I think this level apparently didn't get very much traffic. Oh, woo! Hello. Thank you for saying my car level is one of the best ones. I actually like this level, but apparently it's not very popular. It is underrated. I think this is a kind of level I like making a lot. Just like sort of, just like chill, exploratory, coin finding levels. That's kind of what I want to make next, is something that's not too difficult, just kind of chill. Hello. I've forgotten how to optimally play my own level, but that's fine. That's honestly probably better. But yeah, I just like levels like this. If I ever make a level that is way too hard, it's probably not on purpose, because I'm not the kind of person who would ever design a level that was like Kaizo or anything like that. The Goombas are kind of floating in the wind. In the airship theme at night, one of the things that happens is some enemies behave like in slow motion or as if they were underwater. Whoops. So one of the reasons I'm not taking level requests is because I'm not good at Mario Maker. I'm not good at Mario, really. And I don't have a lot of patience for puzzles or like precision, which is a lot of the levels in this game, and thus undoubtedly what a lot of people would ask me to do. So like, it's for my own sanity. Oh, I missed a red coin. Oh, I know where it is. A pink coin, rather. But yeah, I just like little, nice little levels like this. Whoop. I haven't made... I think this is the only new Super Mario Bros. Style level I've made. I might be wrong. The Mario 3D World style rubs you the wrong way, Seraphine? I like the 3D World style. It's lacking in certain things. Butts level? I don't know what butts level you mean. If you actually are referring to something. This is another coin level. I like this one a lot. I just sort of like making levels that look nice and are kind of fun. I go for challenging sometimes, but not super difficult. I don't like precision stuff. And I don't like tricks and traps that kill you. I don't know. I'm probably one of the nicer people to make levels in this game, honestly. If I may pat myself on the back slightly. What am I doing? This level is inspired by Puzzle Plank Galaxy from Mario Galaxy 2, which is a game I haven't played in a long time. I would like to play that game again, but I don't want to dig out a Wii console or a Wii U console. This is a harder coin collecting level though, for sure. Oh, should wait for that. What? I missed myself being complimented in the chat. I might be one of the nicer people in general or something. That's just silly. Another thing I do with the coin levels is I always make sure there's like an excess of coins available. I've never made a level where I require anyone to get every coin, except for like a couple where you have to get all of the big ones, I guess. I like this level a lot, but this one didn't get much traffic either. I was proud of this one when I finished it. It's loosely based on like Donkey Kong Country 2 and the Hothead Bop level, which is why there's like a bunch of bonus rooms scattered throughout that have the bonus music every time. Because in Donkey Kong Country, you gotta have the bonus music like constantly. This is probably one of my favorite levels that I've made so far. I still need to make like sequels to some of my Mario Maker 1 levels. Like the Omni Cat level is a good one. I like the way I hid the secrets in this level too. Like you can sort of see them just off screen if you do sort of things. Yeah, Nintendo did tweet one of my levels from Mario Maker 1. The Quaint Little Necropolis was what it was called. I could remake that one, except I think it loses a lot without the mystery mushroom in it. Though I think a lot of people were annoyed by the Ashley WarioWare mystery mushroom and all of her noises. These Peepas here are sort of like a replacement for zingers in Donkey Kong, because those had a tendency to go in like circle patterns. I was going to use actual sting bees for a bit, but they don't really do a whole lot. I do want to find a use for sting bees in some way. I'd like to play 3D World again too, I think. That would be good. I liked that game a lot, actually. I know there are some people who hate 3D World, I think. I actually liked it more than Galaxy 2, which is probably sacrilege of some kind. Oh, I'd love playing it with you too. I feel like maybe this secret's a little hard to find. But no, because if you go up there, you might see the gap in the ceiling. They're all sort of things that you can see with your peripheral vision, and like that might prompt you to investigate. I feel like this has very solid level design. That bully is up there mostly so the music keeps going, to be honest. Another thing I like never do in my levels, almost, is boss fights that don't give you like power-ups in the boss room. Which probably makes the boss fights largely pointless a lot of the time, but I'm not good at persistent, I don't know. I don't do things in my levels that frustrate me. So, like, if you lose the fire flower there, what are you gonna do? The reason for this flag setup is because in Donkey Kong Country 2, like, at the end of levels, you jumped on a little target. And it does the guitar because that was what Dixie does when she clears the level. Yeah, boss fights are for fun, not difficulty. I guess that's a good way to put it. I like this level a lot too. I figure starting mostly with my levels is probably fine, right? This level was made because I was talking to Tam, and she was annoyed that in this game the beat blocks do not match up with the beat of any of the music. So I was like, what if I made a level that was beat block focused without the music in it? Whoops. Also, I really like this peaceful music that you can add. It reminds me a lot of Mario Paint. So this level, like, there's a few ways to do each of the rooms too. This is a level I was like at 3 a.m. or something. I was like, I want to try and see if something works with some beat blocks. And then like at 6 a.m. I was like, ah, crap, I made an entire level. Tam did point out one fault in this level, also, which I'll get to. Also, I find that wall jumping in the 3D world style is surprisingly difficult. So when I say there's multiple ways to do this, by the way, like that's one way you can do that, or you can go here and do that. The spin jump is a really powerful tool, basically. The fault in this level is on the last screen, I think. Because question mark blocks with coins in them have 10 coins in them. And there's a couple on the last screen that you cannot get all of the coins from. And I can see how that's annoying. The question mark blocks are mostly there with the idea in mind that, like, if someone is stuck waiting for the blocks to change, they should have something to do. I wasn't really concerned with whether or not they were all collectible, which I probably should have been. Yeah, the capitalism level, I didn't know you could do the spin jump back then. So there's multiple ways to do this part too. The door is there intended as a reset. If you don't know, oh, there's Millie's cute art, by the way. Whoops. The door is there, like, if you don't know the spin jump exists. But you can do stuff like, hello. You can do that to get the coin probably faster. I really appreciate your art on a lot of my levels, by the way, Millie. This pipe over here used to be more annoying and have like other blocks, but this also used to be more annoying. But these are the blocks that you can't get all of. They're mostly there because you're going to have to wait here. And I wanted the player to have something to do while they waited, as I said. But I can definitely understand how it's frustrating that you can't get all of the coins. Whoops. Well, I didn't really need to do that. I really like how there's multiple ways of approaching things in this level. This door is like a reset for if you missed the coins and would rather go back to the start. As you can see. This is also one of my favorite levels that I've made, I think. I'm glad this one got a little more recognition than my average level. Let's see. Shmupside Down's okay. I like the pun. People apparently like Have a Rotten Night quite a bit. I've had multiple people tell me it was really good. I didn't have room to fit in a Wario sound in the description, because he says have a rotten day. This one's inspired by Mario 64 videos where people ran away from the 1-up mushroom because it like homes in on you and goes through walls and stuff. It's also loosely inspired by Bob on Battlefield, which is part of the explanation for the enemy selection in here. Like there's Goombas, but also it had to be during the night theme so the shrooms would work, so the Goombas didn't function in a normal way. So they're just sort of littered around as platforms and or obstacles in a way that I think works. This is designed to look like the shrooms are coming out of the trees because that's where they were in 64 a lot of the time. Whoops. Tam helped a lot with this level because she reminded me a lot of how Mario 64 worked and how those mushrooms worked in like the videos and stuff. And also I died, whoops. I really love that the slide theme is in this game. Get back here. I thought about putting the power-ups on rails, or tracks rather, so that they didn't get away, but I thought it looked kind of ugly. And apparently it adds to the panic, I think, probably. The Goombas are very well positioned in some of the... Oh, no! I'm doing really bad at my own level. But that's fine. This level also shows off a lot of my design philosophy, I think. Because I'm really generous with the power-ups, while also being really generous with the enemies, I guess. I just put stuff. I also really like the idea of like find all the pink coins and enough of the regular coins. So this is apparently going to be the new level type I make a ton of in Mario Maker 2. In contrast to how I always made bullet-filled auto-scrollers in Mario Maker 1. Dang it. I'm messing up. I don't remember where the last pink coin is. Oh well, you get the point. I don't need to... I think this level turned out well. But you get the point of it. I also really enjoyed this level, my latest one. So after this one, I'll move on to some levels by other people that I liked. Turbo Twins Tricky Trial. When Xandra did this one on her stream, she got a technical victory, as she called it. I forgot how my own level worked immediately, somehow. I imagine that's probably what happens to people the first time, a lot of the time. Good job getting the world record. I didn't think there'd be that many ways to cut the time, but... This level is designed... Basically, I found this swamp gimmick that required auto-scrolling in the first place. Oh no. So yeah, this is what Xandra ended up doing mostly, is she fell off and swam underneath the level. Which works. But if you do the whole thing, you get a lot of coins, and it looks really cool and flows really well. Hey, someone tried to copy Millie's art there. It looks like. No, I don't want to post a comment. Like there was a... Like Millie's art's there on the left, and someone else drew something really similar there on the right. I guess of them swimming underneath, maybe. That's kind of funny. But yeah, those are some of my levels. So I guess now I'll move on to levels I pressed the like button on. The more popular ones, I'm sure a billion people have seen already. Like Super Metroid Mario. That one's really well done. But yeah. Let's start with I Am Big Bully the Big Wet Bully by Millie. Hi, Millie. Big Billy is a cultural touchstone. I think I'm using that phrase correctly. If you don't know, there's a video of a cat making a lot of noises. That sounds like I am Big Billy, the Big Wet Billy, and I'm gonna go clearly. Roughly that. And it's amazing. And I love this level. Because it's a really clever translation of the concept into Mario Maker. The reason these arrows are here is my fault, because I got stuck. I found that you get stuck in this bonus room because the Piranha Creeper outside does not stay permanently dead. Whoop. Too bad there's no way to have other people playtest before you publish a level or something. I don't know how they do that. Bullies are fun to mess with in this game. I didn't do that quite as elegantly as Millie did when she streamed her own in-progress level. Because you can bounce right between those two. These two right here, it's possible, if they both wander over to the right edge, it's really difficult to get in there. But I guess you just gotta be quick about it. Piranha Creepers are kind of a weird obstacle, I think, because, from the front, they're not... Or from the top, they're not dangerous. Also, I guess if you don't use the star correctly there, I don't know what you do. I think the best part about this level is that the clear pipes perfectly work with the gonna go clearly bit of the Big Wet Billy video, which is intentional, of course. You can't go into that pipe just by rubbing against it because of the slope, which is a little weird. That's alright. Poor Big Wet Bully. I enjoy this level a lot. If you don't feel like getting a 1-up, you can just do this. That's another thing I've noticed with my own levels that I don't do a lot, is make it challenging to get the 1-up at the end. I usually just make the game automatically give you the 1-up. I like the boss fight too. It's really nice. It's a really creative use of the different things. This is a level by Tam that has a really interesting concept, but I might not be able to do it. It's difficult. It took me a while. Tam was trying to figure out how to beat the level without leaving the ground condition in an interesting way. So the idea here is basically throwing stuff up and having them land on your spike helmet. Or sometimes using bombs. Tam is good. I should have told her I was streaming this, but I forgot. But yeah, if you mess up... One of the things I don't like about Mario Maker 2 is that if you fail a clear condition, you have to start over instead of it just killing you or something. This level is cool, but I'm just gonna like go ahead and not retry it repeatedly because I don't want to get frustrated. This level is really cool. I think Millie showed me this one. This is a really clever idea. This one is apparently not super popular either. But the basic idea here is that the custom auto scroll has made it so that, whoops, note blocks are difficult. Has made it so that you can't see the ground you're jumping on, but it's replicated exactly above. So you rely on like little hints and stuff and looking at what's above to do the platforming below. It's a really creative idea, as Peach is telling us here. I like this one. It only had like 44 plays, and that makes me sad. I wonder how many levels there are that are called Cool Idea or Seriously at this point. Oh wait, no, that's not right. Oh well, you get the idea. This one has cool themes. That's Millie being good again. I'll play the Millie level. Heck yeah. She made this one due to a prompt from Super Mario Broth, I believe. You know, it took me a very long time to notice that there were two P's in the name of that Twitter account. It's Super Mario Broth, not Super Mario Broth. It took me a very long time to notice that it was two puns. Okay, I was forgetting which pipe was the secret. It's not that one. This is a really nice level. I'm quite bad at some of the obstacles in it, but I like it. Wait. Actually no, I don't think I missed it. Yeah, here it is. It's the secret stiletto room. I can't believe the stiletto does this noise whenever you hover with it. Is the stiletto functionally different from the regular boot in any way? I don't actually know. Just cosmetic? Alright. I like this level. It's very creative. And it does a lot with its concept. Oh, this is the part I'm bad at. Because I'm very scared of it. There goes the stiletto. Rip. There we go. Except now I have to do it again. There we go. Never mind. Okay, it's not that bad. Blah, sniffles. Sneaky, sneaky. That's a very nice level. What else we got? What was this one? I think it was just a pleasant rainbowy level. Here's Tam again. Tam's good. This one's just kind of fun. I think she told me that this one was mostly only auto-scrolling to make sure all the elements like timed up correctly. Which makes sense. It's got a neat theme. Whoops. Oh, I think I almost just jumped straight into a pit there. It's a nice little level. 10 out of 10, evidently. Another Millie level. Sure. Hi, Tam. I like your levels. I liked this one a lot as well. I think I had a more elegant explanation for why I liked it, but I've forgotten it. It just feels really well paced and like solidly designed and such, I think. Yeah, I'm just playing, I played through some of my levels and just like levels that I've given a like to. Yeah, I guess not. Can I get these? Let's give it a running start. Oh, that was not correct. Yeah, maybe not. I can get that one. I mean, I guess that's one way to put it. Boo bustin' makes me feel good. Sure. I have friends who are good at making levels in this game. I always like little bonuses where you have to go slightly off the screen for some reason. There's a lot of that in my beat block level. Oh, you just finished a new level? Alright. I can play that then. Ooh, I swear there's some levels in my likes list that aren't just by friends, by the way. I guess I did play like one of those. Yeah, no! Well, you get the idea. Here's Tam's Boom Boom level, which is her most popular level, and I think now has more likes than any of mine. This one is the funniest Mario Maker level that I've played, I would say. Rip Boom Boom. I guess you can screw it up. I screwed it up. I think Tim was telling me that people changed the tags on this one a lot to things like Auto Mario, which is not really true. Rip Boom Boom more. Poor Boom Boom. He's trying so hard. The first time I played this, I didn't like get the little story element here of Boom Boom falling down and the mushroom and Kamek. I love the bonus music here and like the Rube Goldberg machine kind of contraption that destroys Boom Boom. That's really good. He tries so hard. This level definitely deserves all of the likes and stuff. Don't be condescending, random comment person. There's another 1-up or coins or something up there to the left, but... Comments are pretty fun. Wow, he brock it. Rip Bomb Bomb. Lots of Boom Boom. There's someone trying to copy my art. Kinda. There's my art. Was Sans in there? Speaking of Sans, one time I went and just like looked up a lot of the music levels to see what I could find. This one isn't like perfect musically, but it does have a touch I really like. Look. Yeah, this isn't like the most perfect rendition of the Asgore theme I've ever heard. But they tried. And I love that. They did like the thing where he like shatters the spare option, but with a cannon. Music levels are fun. But that one just kind of ends. Rip. And it says thank you. Kanye West, says somebody. I really like that one touch. Let's see. Touhou music level. This one I was curious how they do it because this song has a lot of stuff going on in it. I only made like 2 music levels in the first one. These get like really intricate. And also they sound really funny with the instruments that are available sometimes. And they always have to like pause for a really long time in the middle. Those take like my music levels were a lot less complicated than that. Also, that's silly. And they took a long time to make. I can only imagine how long that took. Let's see, what else do I have? Banjo, Splatoon, Splatoon. Oh, this one made me laugh. How did this have a 91% clear rate? Pizza time. I love it. Run. I think that's a Spider-Man 2 thing, but I don't actually have experience with that. It's just funny, because those are like open source songs, mostly. Oh yeah, running in the 90s. That's always fun. You even run for it. No, it said someone right next to the run. Try not to sneeze. Music levels are fun. Oh yeah, the Nico Nico automatic music levels. I kind of remember that. JoJo Country Roads. Oh, that one was funny. Oh, this one. It's popular, but I don't think I've seen anyone else stream this one specifically. I'm a sucker for this kind of thing. So there's one particular effect that if you spam it, it results in this. Which is pretty fun, honestly. Not as bad as online. Wow. Salty people in this level. These comments are quite something. It's loud and hurts my ears, one said. Yeah, that one's fair. Whoops. I just think I just this part's fun because it's just like 1-2 but sideways. I love it. Whoops. Still better than Fortnite, said somebody. I thought that one was creative. This one I can't do because I'm not strong enough. I think some of these are just ones that I liked when I was playing Endless. Because they were pretty alright. Like, there's a lot of things you can do with Super Balls that are cool. Everyone knows that there's power-ups in this game now, right? It's not a spoiler anymore. Probably. Oh, this is not the one I thought it was, but okay. But yep, the Super Ball can like grab coins and activate switches and stuff. It's nuts. I need to make a level about it. And the other power-up you unlock, probably. The only thing is you have to wait for it to go away. Yeah, I got spoiled on it, but like I focused on story mode first as well. I got spoiled by YouTube thumbnails, as always, unfortunately. I was very happy to see this power-up in this game. I love Mario Land 1. Like, a lot of people don't like Mario Land 1, but I didn't grow up with it, and I still love it. I don't know why. I like playing it without the run button. What else we got? Oh, there's more Tam. And more Millie. I think what I'll do is be right back, actually. Boop. I have returned. Now let's see, what should I do now? I kind of want to make a level, but I don't really have any ideas in mind for that. So I guess I'll just screw around in the editor. What's this sample level? Alright. It exists. Nice. So kind of what I want to do is make a level that's not hard. Just something nice, pleasant. But other than that, I don't really have any specific ideas to go on. Yep, you exist. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Feel free to suggest random course elements or whatever to try out, I guess. Like, there's some Mario 3D World stuff I haven't done, probably. Sting bees, whoops, that's not the right button, are hard to do anything with. I wish they did more. Like, all they do is go back and forth a little. And when they see you, when you are on the same level as them, they chase you. I'm sure I could do something with them. I had a passing idea to use Sting Bees and Cheep Cheeps together and call it Bumblebee Tuna, but that's about it. There's the other spoiler power-up. Whoops. I guess people probably know about the Super Hammer by now too, right? I'm sure there are lots of interesting things you could do with this. But I wonder how good of an idea that is, because it relies on people knowing how to use the power-up. I want to make something with it. There's interesting things you can do with it for sure. Like, Sounds like thunder outside. Where is it? Oh, right. I always forget clear pipes are in terrain. But, like, you can do... Oh, maybe not. These crates can go through clear pipes. You could probably do something interesting with that. Among other things. Clear pipes are just kind of fun to mess around with. So yeah, if anyone has any suggestions for something to theme a level around, I'm willing to take them, because I don't really have any ideas. I'm just kind of screwing around at this point. I like these ant friends, but I don't really know what to do with them. Also, the big ant friends are like invincible. For some reason. Why are they so invincible? They're so powerful. Anyway, oh, another thing that I kind of want to point out while I'm here in 3D World. One thing part A, it's funny to me that trees are gizmos. Thing part B, there's a clear condition in the story mode that is climb all of the trees in the level. And you can't do that in your own levels. You can't make the tree condition. That's really weird. Like, why is that one absent when the trees aren't? There's a few in the story mode that you just can't put the elements required in. But I kind of wanted to make like a level about the trees that was just like happy little trees and all that, you know. Other thing about the trees is that these trees are really nice looking and they're only in the underwater theme. I kind of wish they were available elsewhere. Like, they'd match the ghost house pretty well, but nope. More often than not, they're just the bells. I don't think I've made a desert level yet. What are they in the castle? Just the bells again? Yeah. Yeah, let me take a look at levels I've made for a second. What have I done? And what have I not done? Mario World Nighttime Sky, 3D Land Ground, Mario 3 Nighttime Forest, Mario 1 Snow Day and Night. This one doesn't really use its theme. Nighttime Airship New Super Mario, Daytime Sky Mario 3. So I haven't done a single desert. Oh, I've done 2 New Super Mario Bros. Ones. You can stomp some things underwater in 3D World. Just not the fish. Which is kind of important. But yeah, like if I put a Goomba and squish the Goomba. New Super Mario U desert level, huh? One of the better musical themes in Mario U, I think. Also worth noting, Propeller Suit Toadette is pretty adorable. Maybe I should make a propeller themed level, but I don't really know how I would go about doing that. Also, nighttime in the desert. Well, first of all, Nighttime New Super Mario just replaces the background with that. Secondly, I'm not entirely sure how the desert wind functions. Is it like at set intervals or set directions, or... Like now it's just constant. You can't customize the wind. I don't get it, really. Like, Might correspond to location? Maybe. I feel like I haven't had it just going constantly to the right before. Maybe it varies style to style. That's an interesting possibility too. Yeah, I've never seen it be constant. Like, if I change the style, maybe. Oh, I'm like mega. I haven't made a level about this power-up either. Okay, so here it's like, is it alternating? No, it's just going left. Hmm. Maybe it is style-based. Oh yeah, Mario 3 deserts are like purple pipes and stuff. Here it's going to the right. Hmm. It'd be nice if you could adjust it more, like if you could adjust it at all, really. I could always make my joke Mario World level that I keep thinking about, that I made in a ROM hack once. That would take about 5 minutes. That level was basically, I called it Mario Wind. It was basically a really long stretch of flat land with occasional hills, and somewhere in the middle, like 50 swoopers attacked you at once, and you had to go all the way to one end and then all the way back. Because I don't like Morrowind. I'm not gonna actually do that though. Flight power-ups in Ground Theme Night work differently? Like, I kind of want to see what you're talking about. Leaf and Feather don't behave the same. I'm just mostly messing around right now, so I can do whatever. I don't know why I switched to Mario Bros when neither of those are there. I've gotten pretty used to the gamepad controls. Not gamepad. Pro controller. So power-ups behave weird. Come back! That's pretty good. What does the feather do then? Oh! Like it's very swoopy. One thing I've seen nobody do is a feather or a cape flying level. Nobody. I have not seen a single one. And every time I bring that up, everyone says it's because they don't like the cape. Oh, you've seen a cape level. Propeller Shroom is silly too. Oh, okay. It's like a blooper or something. That's interesting. I wonder if twisters behave differently in any nighttime settings. I mean, they go slower in some of them. The allowable size is too small for the cape one? Well, I mean, I've done really short levels. You could do... You wouldn't have to do like a long cape level. Oh right, there was another thing I found out that I thought was really interesting. So like nighttime ghost houses and underwater. Dark. A lot of things provide light though. Including things you might not expect. Arrow signs give off a very dim light in the dark. Even when they're otherwise completely covered up. So you can do levels based around this somehow, I'm sure. Yeah, that's true. There are lots of effects that provide light. The story mode uses that. For example. Someone used Zap on an airship cannon on a Lakitu to provide periodic light? Huh. Oh, by the way, these are absolutely Splatoon references right here. These two. Just saying. At least the icons. And the sound, kind of. Where is it? Okay, enough of that. There it is. I want to try this out. It sounds interesting. I said I was getting used to the controls, but that's something I'll never totally get used to. Yeah, that works. But Zap isn't the most fun effect to look at a lot. One funny idea I kind of had with the arrow sign ones is to just hide them around like this. So it's like the house of the mysterious red triangles. I'm sure you could have something better than a periodic zap. Firework cannon. That's kind of fun. Oh, that reminds me of something. In night themes, the baby does weird stuff. I don't know why. Yep. Um, the only other... There aren't many other effects that change during the night, I think. The pig does sometimes. Like, it has another noise that it can make on occasion. But I think that's it. Well, I got the specific baby sound. Sometimes it goes, yeah. And I don't know why. And it only does that during the night. Oh, I might have my audio really low, actually. I have no idea. I could probably stand to turn this up. I mean, no one mentioned anything about the game being quiet, so... That one. That one's probably more audible. Anyways. I typically stream with my games at a low volume because I have a low volume. But anyway, I wonder what I should do. I wish it were easier to get the decoration things that you wanted. That's like one small complaint. Not sure if there are other ones, but I'll keep these stashed over here. So, possibly some kind of desert level, huh? I guess there's decorations inside the land here, too. I haven't used the reset rocket enough to hear it do really silly things. I'm not sure how to describe my level creation process, if I have one. A lot of the time what I will do is like try and pin all of the elements I intend on using early on, but I don't really know what I intend. Yeah, inner land decorations are definitely more noticeable on airship type levels. Like what works well with a propeller? There's that weird angry sun. What? Soup? Hmm. Yeah, I don't really have ideas. So maybe what I'll do instead is try some endless mode. Now, I'm not great at Mario, so I've only really done much with easy. I didn't know that sound was there. Let's try normal. See what happens. Sea Urchin Mania! Okay. If you say so. Yeah, that's pretty mania, maybe. I think my other problem with endless mode is that I don't have a lot of patience for a lot of things that are common in levels. I don't have patience for this. Look at that, that's not fun. So I'm just gonna like game over really quickly after skipping everything. It's not a mode designed for me, really. And yet, you have to do it to unlock things. Oh well, there's the one Boom Boom? I guess. What? Is this it? Did I mention that I'm bad at Mario? Now I don't want to play this anymore. I can only enjoy easy endless mode, where I'm at like 105 courses. I have like 0 tolerance for level design I think is bad. I don't know why that is. I just noticed that my computer is propped up on one end, which is not something that I did. Even just playing the easy one might give me some ideas. The cloud background in New Super Mario U is pretty trippy looking in a way. The bosses in this are a lot more unpredictable than they are, like, in the Source games. Oh, that's another thing I kind of wanted to do, is like a red Yoshi level. Or just like a Yoshi level in general, maybe. I keep forgetting that eating power-ups doesn't give you the power-up anymore. Oh. I wonder if this is an exit pipe. Yes, it is. Also, Yoshi can eat coins. That's another thing I don't remember. Yeet. The thing with the higher difficulties and skipping levels is that I usually don't figure out I should skip something until I die. And I have a very limited amount of, you know, I like that one. It's not like a super special level, but it's nice. The amount of lives you have are so limited compared to the difficulty that random stages tend to have. Hey. This is just the sample level I had on the title screen. Hey, you can't do that. That's cheating. I wonder if I've liked one of the sample levels by accident. Oh, okay. I wish I had a level idea so I could show you what it looks like when I actually make levels. Okay, that level existed. I mean, I could try and make something related to levels from the first Mario Maker that I made. But I don't really have any ideas for how to do that either. So maybe I'll get inspired. Forest Chaos. Okay. Well, there is some chaos going on. That does sound like a good rule of thumb. Like in endless skipping levels that don't have coins. Yeah, this is chaos, alright. One really vague level idea I had was something based on the theme of order versus chaos because I'm obsessed with Splatoon. I could try remaking old levels just outright, but I don't remember any of them perfectly enough. Basically Breath of the Wild, huh? Alright, so this is like the Sheikah Slate thing. You wake up in here, I guess. Whoops. A thwomp died somehow. I guess that's to set the switch. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the towers, I suppose. I'm not seeing a whole lot of Breath of the Wild here. Is that like a shrine? Oh, okay. I guess Breath of the Wild is over now. Yeah, let my old work inspire something new and all that. That's basically what I kind of meant when I said I need to make like sequels or something. But still, I feel like I don't really have a clear enough idea in mind. Bowser's Henchman. What if I ignore this warp block? Okay. Like, I can remember themes of old levels, like the Fickle Whims of the Omni-Cat level that I made, which is basically just everything has the cat paw, so it looks like a cat is messing with you, and has a lot of hands. That's one I think I want to make again. Oh yeah, I was the one who made Tem go to college. That was me. Can't do that one because it requires a costume mushroom. But yeah, that one did like a little bit of the dog song. and then had a very brief puzzle that involved jumping out of the stiletto to get a mushroom so you could break a block. What? Oh, you can't even stomp Yoshi or think. Bleh. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yoshi can spit bones. Do they do anything, or they just go through stuff? Hmm? Oh, P-switch. It wants me to slide, but oh wait, you can't slide with Yoshi. Sort of. Like, what other levels from... I don't know what my popular levels from the first game were. I know what my popular YouTube video from the first game was, and it's not a level I made. So... I don't know. Airship Raid Strike. This is promising. I don't like sinuses. They're a bad body part. Yeah, this level's alright. I haven't really done anything with Hammer Bros, I think. That's a lot of windows. I haven't done anything with Magic Koopas really either. That's hard to do. I had one level in Mario Maker 1 that was just called, "Wow, wizards are super rude." That was entirely about Magic Koopas. Whoa! Messed that jump up. This level's alright. I like it. Even though I just ran into a Magic Koopa like that. Oh. Hi, Boom Boom. I like the Mario World Boom Boom sprite. It's good. You know, I guess Boom Boom wasn't in Mario Maker 1, huh? Another thing I kind of want to figure out is something with Pom Pom. But bosses aren't very predictable. Grumpy Cave. How is this cave going to be grumpy? I'm not seeing the grumpy part of this cave. Super Mario World Bowser does look kind of weird. Hey, someone liked my level. I want to try stuff. So I haven't experimented much with Pom Pom. I feel like she should be in more games also. I like her. How does she act in a vertical level? You can definitely make vertical levels in this style. That is a good question. Oh, she's in Super Mario Party? That's cool. Yeah, the Goomba speed dating thing. That was something. So how does she function? I guess she like can spread out a fair bit, but not like a whole lot. I kind of want to see if she interacts with any other elements in interesting ways. Like, what else is there? Conveyor belts, I suppose. Wing pom-pom? Whoop. Okay, so she is affected by conveyors. That's one thing. I think her shurikens fly differently as winged. Maybe? Dang it. Okay. just put a bunch of flat ground and ran? Like with her trying to follow you or something? Huh. Yeah, she like... Yeah, I see what you mean. She kind of boomerangs back around. I think she homes in on you, and then like goes to the side to split up, so she doesn't spawn directly on you. Okay, well she almost went directly on me there. I'm not sure what the difference with the winged one is. Also, sometimes she just doesn't appear correctly. What if auto-scrolling? By the way, you can jump on the shurikens. So if auto-scrolling, sometimes the real one doesn't even get on the screen. How many pom-poms can you place at once? Five, evidently. Could have a level where you're harassed by ninjas the entire time. Like an auto-scrolly ninja harassment simulation. You alright there, Isa? Oh, there's like a bit of lenience when she spawns in. Or when she can hurt you or not. 'Cause I guess running into the clones doesn't kill you immediately. Flying pom-pom jumps when she throws the shuriken. Okay. Fair enough. This is extremely silly. And not practical. Hmm. That one's still there. Yeah, I remember a lot of the reset rocket noises. Wonder if there's any like rare ones. Ugh, I have absolutely no idea what I want to make. Darn it. Yeah, the Super Mario Maker one is funny. What happens if one of these invincible ant troop... Oh. So the invincible ant troopers can just take a bullet for you, I suppose. They close their eyes when that happens, unless that was just coincidence. It was coincidence. I wonder if I could make a level themed around ants being immune to bullets. Is that practical? Follow the ant through a bullet hell or whatever. Yeah. 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 What theme works best for this? Like an auto-scrolling ant following simulator. I haven't done Underground much. But it's, I don't know, Underground's kind of boring. I think this probably works for the theme. So if I have giant ants coming out of pipes, that's how I can ensure that they're going to the right direction. They're so cute though. But then I have multiple ants, so it's not like one ant. How do I make this ant turn around without climbing the wall? That's how. Right.
Here I go. Here I go.
I don't know why I'm making this a complex contraption. It doesn't need to be.
Here I go.
I don't really need to make it this complicated. Probably. Hmm. Can you have a cannon shoot an ant out of it? I mean, I guess you can. Ants can be placed on walls and ceilings, yeah.
Here I go.
Good night. Sleep well. I probably won't be streaming for too much longer. The problem is that they face that direction. I can't turn them around. Though I guess actually,
Here I go.
yeah, that's true. Oh, wait, what? Hang on. I've discovered ant tech.
Here I go.
What? That's whack. Hmm. But yeah, that probably seems like the best solution is just platforms to jump to.
Here I go!
If an ant goes through a glass pipe, they get turned right side up. Hmm. That's interesting. Yeah, I guess this is like Disco Magic Kingdom, kinda.
Here I go!
Ugh, sinuses. Yeah, this could probably go somewhere. That's not the right thing. That looks a little weird, but whatever.
Here I go!
I don't know if this is the best theme for this after all, but I'll worry about that at a later time. Probably. I guess I can't have Bonsai Bill blasters. That's alright.
Here I go!
This is a fun idea. So the ones in the background are only on an interactive level when they do the full twirl, you say? Oops. Okay. The problem with auto scroll is that you kind of have to test from the beginning every time. Oh, that's just having the bills hit themselves. That works pretty well. I just want to get the point across of how powerful these ants are early in the level. Yeah, that'll do it. So, I don't have the other cannons in this theme, do I? Nope. Just Bill Blasters. Unfortunate. Just trying stuff out. I think for the most part, following behind the ant should keep you safe. Like, that's the idea. Oh. Until the ant kills you, of course. I could just have them turn around but with a semi-solid, but yeah. Okay, that's not the best idea. Like, Are ants immune to bombs?
Here I
Aw. So if one of the bonsais hits you and the ant, you get hit first. Oh, bombs make them turn around? Okay. That's not what I expected.
Here I
Okay, so the red ones shoot cat bills. That doesn't work. But yeah, that makes sense. Most of them just turn around and such. I mean, I don't really know where to go with this level. It's a fun idea. Like, should you just be behind the ant the whole time? Is there any point to that? Should you have to help the ant somehow? I do not know. I mean, I guess there's some challenge to some of it still. Kind of. Okay, so the ant concept is fun, but I don't know what to do with it. I'll save it. Yeah, that could be something with like a star. Forcing creativity is impossible, and that's why I quit one kind of degree I was going for in college. Anyways, I think that's probably enough streaming for right now. I don't know how much more Mario Maker I'll stream, but it was fun to stream a little bit of it. Just play some stuff. So I will see you all next time. Thank you for your support and all that. And until then, have a good night.